American politicians, for their own self-interest, continue to attack probably America's single greatest asset. The one company that could save American vehicle manufacturing. The American car maker that literally created the electric vehicle revolution and that leads this revolution worldwide today. And yet, American politicians, in their short-sightedness, don't care. They want to attack Tesla for political brownie points because it's fashionable, because it makes them look good, and because they perceive it is in their own interest to do so. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Hope you've had an amazing week. Welcome to all the new subscribers and welcome back everyone else. I recently drove a Tesla vehicle with autopilot, not full self-driving beta, autopilot. I've got to say, it worked pretty well. And I recently drove a Hyundai with their similar ADAS system. Something else, but who cares? The point is, it's their competing technology. Guess which one worked a lot better? I mean, we're talking miles of difference here. The Hyundai version was rubbish. It literally tried to steer me straight off the road on the first corner. And I tried to steer the car back onto the road, and then it tried to steer me back off the road. I'm sorry, this wasn't in the Ioniq 5, so maybe I'm not comparing apples with apples. But it was a brand new model car. It was the 2022 model Hyundai Ioniq, not the Ioniq 5, the Ioniq. And frankly, its ADAS system sucked literal balls. It was horrendous. Tesla's autopilot, it scared me, but it drove fine. I had to just trust it, and it drove fine. But here is where the problem sits. Because Tesla's autopilot and full self-driving work so well, so much better than almost every other manufacturer's systems, people have become comfortable. They get complacent. They think that they can watch a movie, stop driving, stop paying attention. In that Hyundai, I was never going to stop paying attention because that thing was a death trap. There was no way known I could trust it. Tesla says you can trust 99 times out of 100. But therein lies the problem. That is what people are going after. They're attacking the best because it's so much better than the worst. Right now, Tesla's full self-driving effort, which is different to autopilot, of course, a different system altogether, faces mounting pressure from many different places, from politicians in America, from interest groups, probably from big oil as well. I'm not sure who's funding all these people who are attacking Tesla, but whatever the case may be, it's very fashionable right now to attack Tesla for whatever you can think of, whatever you can come up with. And full self-driving just happens to be the number one target. Electric says that Tesla's autopilot and full self-driving programs are facing mounting pressure from many fronts as regulators and politicians are getting involved. When I say getting involved, I mean, I would say targeting Tesla is really more the correct way to put this. Now, Electric does target Tesla. The reason they've admitted to this is because Elon Musk is no longer part of their group. The Electric website used to be considered part of Elon's sort of group of media that he trusted and spoke to. Now he doesn't anymore. And so they do intentionally target him somewhat to some degree. Right now, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has famously launched 38 special investigations of crashes involving Tesla vehicles where it believes advanced driver assistance systems, under which both Tesla's autopilot and full self-driving beta system are classified, have failed and could have been involved. It's really a witch hunt to try to implicate Tesla at being at fault. And I want to point out that this is not happening to other manufacturers who have cars who have been in similar accidents. And they do. There's many of them. In fact, they happen every single day all around the world. Constantly. These full self-driving beta type systems, these autopilot systems, are equipped in almost every vehicle brand known to humankind. And guess what? None of them are perfect. If they were, then those vehicles would be considered full robo-taxis, and they're not. So far, these special investigations haven't come up with much against Tesla. The Electric says that in fact, NHTSA is most often finding that the drivers involved were simply not paying attention, something that is required with all of Tesla's driving systems, where Tesla intentionally, very specifically says, you must be engaged with the car and ready to take over if need be. However, now there's an investigation that has been progressing toward a recall. Last year, the NHTSA announced that it's launching an investigation into Tesla Autopilot after identifying 11 crashes involving first responder vehicles. In June 2022, the NHTSA announced that its investigation into Tesla Autopilot had been upgraded to an engineering analysis. That's a step closer to a possible recall. We're at the point here where it's possible that the NHTSA may force Tesla to either recall all cars and even to stop manufacturing vehicles, period, all across the country. Imagine if China did this to their biggest automaker. Could you see that happening? Personally, I think that's pretty unlikely. It's much more likely that China would target an automaker from another country, right? But they're not even doing that. Now, after months without news about the investigation, US Senator Gary Peters and Representative Jan Schakowsky, both Democrats who chair subcommittees overseeing auto safety, have decided to send a letter to the NHTSA to pressure them on the investigation. See, I thought the Democrats were on our side, on the side of Tesla. Turns out it's not really the case. Reuters said on the letter, the lawmakers asked, given the mounting number of fatalities involving Tesla vehicles crashing into tractor trailers, has NHTSA considered opening a defect investigation into this issue? The letter added, does NHTSA strike a balance between investigative thoroughness and addressing urgent emerging risks to motor vehicle safety? And if the agency has enough resources and legal authority to properly investigate advanced driver assistance systems? That implies what they've said, that they are aware that every brand has driver assistance systems and that these driver assistance systems do in fact fail in every car, which they do. Now, a lot of people are trying to claim that Mercedes-Benz has a level 3 advanced driver assistance system. No, it categorically does not. Please do your research, do your homework, stop making false claims because it makes you look silly. Now, simultaneously, former presidential candidate Ralph Nader released a public letter, which I spoke about in a separate video. I'll put a link in the description below to his attack on Tesla, calling for NHTSA to remove full self-driving beta from Tesla vehicles. Now, I need to point out first that he has been the author of several scare tactic books that are intended to cause shock and awe, and of what some people would term a strong level of clickbait. I'm calling on federal regulators to act immediately to prevent the growing deaths and injuries from Tesla manslaughter and crashes with this technology. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, has the authority to act swiftly to prevent such disasters. NHTSA has been investigating Tesla and its full self-driving technology for several years. NHTSA must use its safety recall authority to order the full self-driving technology be removed from every Tesla. Coincidentally or not, these new efforts to pressure regulators to shut down Tesla's autopilot and full self-driving beta come after Dan O'Dowd released a new advertisement attacking Tesla full self-driving beta. The ad has been running on national TV all week. Now, Dan O'Dowd owns a company that sells similar type software to other companies, or is trying to sell similar software to companies like BMW, which is apparently meant to be some sort of self-driving technology systems. Obviously, we can see why Dan O'Dowd is paying for the ads, but why are the Democrats doing the same thing? Why is the NHTSA going after Tesla? Now, you might be saying, hey, Viking, yeah, but there's been crashes. Yes, there has. However, the key point here, right, is now every automaker has crashes every day on a daily basis. Many of them occur when their self-driving aids are in use. That's a fact. There's no way to avoid that. It's also a fact that Tesla owners are the ones responsible for driving their cars. They're the ones who have to pay attention when they're driving. Clearly, they're not. They're using autopilot like it's full self-driving. To me, this is kind of the modern way, the modern Western way. Blame someone other than yourself, rather than taking responsibility for the fact that you caused the crash or the fact that individuals themselves allowed the crash to happen when they're the ones responsible. It means Let's blame a big conglomerate. Let's blame the company. Let's blame someone else. That's kind of the culture of Western society now. Blame someone else. It's not the individual's fault. It's the big faceless company's fault. Personally, I really can't understand though why the American government, or at least figures within it, some of them, and the NHTSA are embarking on a continual campaign to destroy possibly America's single greatest asset. Frankly, I find it embarrassing. I find it ridiculous, and I find it shameful. That's what I think. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Now, I'm very aware people will unsubscribe after seeing this video. There's a lot of people on this channel that watch this channel that believe I'm too much of a fan of Tesla or that hate Tesla. And as a result, if they see me talking about Tesla in this way, they think I'm crazy or it's ridiculous. But personally, someone has to say something. Someone has to do something. And if this helps in some way, then it's worth it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.